Chapter 1. Where the hell am I? Naruto shouted loudly in the street, stuck in the middle of the street with crowds. Not only did he just see the humans, but there were half-human and beast races. There were people that were riding on the looking ostrich. Naruto remembered he was walking in the forest to train himself, but when he blinked his eyes once, he suddenly appeared here like magic. Like a poof magic effect. He already confirmed this isn't genjutsu as he slapped himself on both cheeks. This new world he was in, it was some kind of fantasy world. Come to think of the creatures, he realized he had them inside him. Kurama. Everyone. Are you all here? Naruto asked in the mindscape, hoping they're here with him. Yes, we hear you. And stop yelling. We know that. Kurama yelled at him for being a loud person. He and the 8 Bijus are here with him. What the hell is going on? How did I get here? He said. We don't know, but I'm afraid nobody knows about your disappearance. Sasuke will find you with his Rinnegan ability while he's on his journey. Naruto nodded and agreed with him. Yes, his friend Sasuke can find him here by using the dimension jutsu with Rinnegan. Though, this is serious. Why is he here? He remembered he found someone dies in front of him. What is this feeling? Since when did I have them? He thought, getting to remember the part of memories he never had. But it was too blurry for him to see. Maybe, someone summoned him here to protect someone from evil. Just relax and look around the city or capital. Sun said. Naruto nodded as he began to explore the capital he's in. He turned right where no one was so he could keep it quiet and think about the new world. He sat on the stairs and wondered why he's here. Pretty sure that his theory was correct. First, he needs to find someone who summoned him here. Hey buddy. If you don't want to cough up whatever you've got. Naruto heard a threatening voice as he looked it up and found 3 guys. 1 muscle guy and 2 short guys. What if I say no? He declined as he stood up and cracked his fists. Before the fight began, they heard the footsteps and drew their attention to the source of the sound. It was a young girl who had a small bust which was covered by a black cloth. She wore black pants with the knee area and down on her left leg. She had short blonde hair. Move it. You guys in my way. The runner girl yelled as she ran past them and jumped from building to building. After she left them, the tree thugs turned around and refocused on Naruto. But, he suddenly appeared in midair, throwing a kick to the shorty guy in his face. The shinobi grabbed the muscle guy's fist who was going to punch him. He attacked him by punching in the guy's face, and now the 2 thugs are down. The last thug is the person with 2 daggers. He charged at Naruto, but he instantly dodged his swinging. He grabbed his right arm and twisted it over a bit, forcing him to drop his dagger down. Naruto tossed him to the stairs, watching his face slammed on the hard stone. He kicked him right in his face to knock him out. What a strange world. Chomei said. Yeah, it is a strange world. Naruto replied before he heard a girl's voice, sounding like she called him as he turned and found a beautiful silver-haired girl. She had long silver hair and purple-blue eyes. She wore a white and purple outfit along with a white flower pin in her hair. His eyes were tightened to look at her for a good minute. This girl looked so familiar. If his theory was correct, maybe she's the one who summoned him. You there. The silver-haired girl yelled, pointing her finger at the blonde man, who pointed his finger to himself in confusion. Me? He asked as the girl approached him so quickly. Looking at her face, she's not too friendly when she sees him. What do I do? Don't play a game with me. I know what you stole from me, you thief. She yelled at him angrily. Are you sure? This is a male. Not female. A cute cat said as he flew up over the girl's shoulder. His fur is mostly gray with silver in certain spots. His eyebrows are pretty small and rhombus-shaped. He also has a gold earring on his left ear. I don't sense any malice from him, but I had to admit you're pretty strong for taking those 3 guys. What a minute. Where did he come from? Naruto thought in surprise, looking at the kitty. You be quiet, Puck. The silver-haired girl called the cat's name, still glaring at Naruto who looked so innocent. You know who stole my insignia from, don't you? Naruto got confused as hell while blinking his eyes at her for seconds. Then, he realized it was that little girl who ran past him. Wait. You picked the wrong person. If you're looking for a thief, she ran here and left before you. He said, waving his hands to prove her he's innocent. You saw a thief. What does she look like? She asked. She has short blonde hair and wearing a cloth to cover her face. He answered. That's her. That's the thief who stole something from me. Hold on, it can't be. She realized she came here too late to catch the thief. She turned away from Naruto before she showed her frustration. Did I really just come around along? Naruto just stood there, watching her get frustrated who came too late before the thief ran away from here. Hey, I could help you to find her. You can count on me. He said with a smile. The silver-haired girl looked at him as her eyes rolled up to him. This person didn't seem to be special with no ability by looking at his appearance, but she noticed he took down the 3 thugs. I appreciate your offer, but I can do this on my own dash, she gasped as her body was scooped up in the arms by this blonde man. That means yes. He smirked as he started to jump from the building to building and went after the thief who stole something from this pretty girl. He heard her screaming when he jumped, so he guessed that she has never experienced this before. Man, he didn't know that could scare her because nobody ever gets scared of his speed. Finding her is so easy, he could sense her aura and track her down whatever she ran to. She shouldn't be too far away from here, so Naruto needed to go speed up, so he could catch. He did it with pure speed, even faster than his normal speed. Not so fast. The silver-haired girl screamed as her fists tightened his jacket. Shit. Maybe, Naruto should slow down his speed for her since she couldn't handle his speed, so he did what she didn't want. Though, she was cute when she got scared. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare you like that. He said as he slowed down his speed and he's in run mode. A kitty named Puck flew up and landed on Naruto's shoulder. You're one interesting human who can run like the others. May I ask your name? He asked. Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you too. Naruto introduced. He knew the cat's name when the silver-haired girl said his name, but he didn't catch her name yet. What's your name? Satella. She responded with a guilty face. Naruto looked at her and found a negative emotion from her. She lied to him, but he understood why she did that. So, Satella. Why did she steal your insignia? He asked. I don't know why, but I need to get it back as soon as possible. Satella said as she looked at the capital on her right. She admitted it was a beautiful view of the sun. I see. I'm guessing insignia was meant to be like the guild, am I correct? He asked. Yes, it was something like that. If I don't get it back, I'll be in trouble for losing my insignia. She said, noticing this human can jump and run faster like that. This person, Naruto, wasn't like the knights or the others. He may have looked human with black and orange clothes, but somehow he wasn't just a normal human. Hang on, Satella. We're going to jump. What? Wait a minute, Naruto. Satella screamed as she tightened his jacket again before both of them jumped on the rooftop and landed into the markets with crowds. She finally got put down and can't stop her shaky legs after that. She glared at Naruto for jumping and running so fast she can't even handle his speed. This guy has a crazy mind. What? He asked with an innocent look on his face. Don't you ever do that again. By the way, why are we here? She wondered, but she saw his finger points at something. When she looked in that direction where he's pointing at, he saw the little girl crying in front of crowds. A girl? Yeah, we can't just leave the girl in the market. Satella blinked her eyes in surprise to see him care about the girl. I understand. After we help the girl, we'll go back to find my insignia. She said as she walked toward the girl and bent over at her level. I'm sorry, I'm not who you were looking for. So, what's the matter? Did you get lost? She comforted the little girl, but she started to cry and made her get shocked. Satella tried to come up with something before the little girl got uncomfortable. However, Naruto came in and showed her the 2 bells from his back pouch. He rang the bells, and her crying stopped as she looked at the bells. Wanna try it? Naruto asked with a light-hearted smile, watching the little girl grab the bells and shook them in several times to make noises. The noises changed her sad face into a happy face. Then, Naruto lifted her up and placed her on his shoulders. The little girl saw everything and felt taller than everyone. Wow! Oni-chan, I'm taller than everyone. She said. Yes, you're very tall. Taller than people. Satella blinked her eyes in amazement at how Naruto stopped the child's cry. At first, she thought he was a crazy person, but now he's a gentle person. A couple of minutes later, it wasn't too hard to stop the little girl's cry for being separated from her parents. The good news is Naruto and Satella are looking for her mother. The mother must have found out her daughter is lost and have gone looking for her. I see. You got separated from your mom? Naruto wondered, looking up at the little girl who nodded to him. Don't worry. Just leave it to me and this pretty girl here. Okay. The little girl said as she continued to play with bells. You're too nice with the child. I thought you were just a crazy person, Satella said with a smile. I'm a crazy person, but I have a good heart. Am I right? Naruto asked the little girl as she replied him a yes word. The silver-haired girl looked at them as they talked to each other. The little girl is so calm, happy, and no longer cries because Naruto cheered her up by giving her his bell ring. Seeing the little girl is being happy with him, it made her smile at them. She's right about you, Naruto. She said. Do I? Naruto wondered as he looked at the child and she smiled at him. Yes, you are. Satella smiled as she observed Naruto's clothes. His clothes are strange because she has never seen them before. He wore black-orange light sweater with black hood and black pants. There was a strange white metal line in the middle of his sweater. Noticing that he wore orange sweatbands when he lifted his arms up. He wore black headband with a metal protector on the forehead. You're not from here, am I correct? Satella asked. Naruto swallowed when she asked him. It would be going to be very hard to explain to her that he's not from here. Satella won't believe his story, so there was no way he could make her believe him. Plus, he can't tell her about 9 bijus. I'm not from here. I lived in the villager from far away here, but I'm not allowed to tell anyone about my homeland location. Naruto lied. It's for protecting my homeland from outsiders. I came here because I wanted to pay a visit, but I had no idea where I am. You're in the kingdom of Lugunica. You must be a new traveler. Satella said. So, Naruto is in the kingdom of Lugunica. It isn't a village. This is the capital where humans and demi-humans live together. The dimension is different from his homeland. But, why is he here? This world has strong people who could be a hero that can save the world. I see. He said, while scratching on his back of the head with a hand. I had to admit. This kingdom is pretty and big. A lot of people live here. It's always big, mister. The little girl said. Oh really? Yes, it is. Hey, Naruto. Satella said. What is it? Naruto asked. About your jump and your speed. No human can do that. What are you? Seriously? Everyone can run like that. I'm a Shino dash, Naruto said before he saw a woman walking in front of them. She looked very stressed, and maybe she's looking for her lost child until now the little girl yelled, Mom, as the mother looked in straight. Naruto put the little girl down and she ran toward her mother for a hug. Looks like she found her mom. He said. Yes, I'm glad dash, Satella gasped as she got scooped again in Naruto's arms. No, Naruto. I don't like that. Naruto, yes. He smirked as he jumped up from the ground. You can open your eyes now, Satella. Naruto said, looking at the silver-haired girl who covered her face. She's still scared of his jumping and speed. Satella moved her hands and opened her eyes to see it. They're in some kind of old village with homeless people. She didn't know how she got here, but she realized they're outside of the capital. Are you sure this is the right place? She asked. Naruto nodded, he's sure this is the right place where the thief girl's hiding. Right now, this must be it. They walked together and searched her. Examining the place, it was awful for homeless people to live here, and even the children lived here. The houses are completely torn and almost destroyed. Some of them are already destroyed. No food, no water, and no bed. The clothes that homeless people wear are torn up really bad. Some of them are sick, but nothing can be done to help them. Naruto had to watch out for them and stay close with Satella. Who knows, someone could attack them or mug them. Man, people living here are awful. He said. I know. Satella said, looking around the village, but she noticed their glares at her appearance. She started to feel uncomfortable with this. Satella, are you okay? You should stay close to me. Naruto said as he noticed the people were only glared at the silver-haired girl. That expression she had was scared and uncomfortable of those people, but this felt very familiar. I'm okay. Thank you for concerning me, she said softly as she walked a little fast so she could catch up with Naruto. I can use magic. That's right. I almost forgot that she has magic, he thought as he sensed magic from Satella. Anyway, you can't use big magic here or else you'll hurt people. He's smart. I advise you to stay close to him because I'm almost out of time, Puck said. Almost time. I see. You're a spirit animal with a time limit, am I correct? Naruto guessed. Yeah, this is very familiar to his summoning jutsu without a time limit. You're correct. I am a spirit. It takes a lot of mana just to appear in physical form. So at night, I return to the crystal I was summoned from and prepare for the emergence of the sun. On average, my ideal staying time is from about 9 to 5. We'll be fine without Puck. We have to move forward, she said. You're right, but sorry. I'm at my limit, Puck said as he jumped on top of the crystal on Satella's hands. Don't do anything reckless. If it comes down to it, use the Odo to summon me again. Thank you and sorry for giving you hard work. It's okay. Take care of the rest and her, Naruto, Puck said before he disappeared into multiple green orbs and flew into the crystal. Naruto is very impressed by what animal spirit looked like when it went back home. Summoning animal spirits sounds pretty cool from his impression. Hey, Naruto. Why did you help me? Satella asked curiously. Well, you said your insignia is important, Naruto stated as she looked at him carefully. The reason why I help you is because it's my job to help people and I love helping people. When people are lost or stolen, I will help them and save their lives from a dangerous situation. What if they don't trust me? I'll just have to make them believe and tell them that I won't give up until the work is finished. I will tell them I never go back on my word. Satella was shocked. It barely hit her heart and had an emotional feeling from him. She was so sure that he's telling the truth, unlike the other people who lied and tricked her. At first, she thought he was a bad person, but it is so rare to see him being so kind to her. By the way, Satella realized she's talking with him, a human, which is something he didn't know about her. Naruto is actually a good human with a pure heart and one of rarest humans she ever met. It was because she never had an experience with good people in her life. Emilia. Huh? Naruto looked at Satella. Satella isn't my real name. My real name is Emilia. Just Emilia. Emilia said, releasing a pretty smile at him. Emilia. I like your name because it sounds pretty databeo, he said with a dazzled smile, causing the silver-haired girl to blush. But then, his expression changed when he sensed the aura. Emilia, we found her. Emilia looked straight and found an old house. Not a house, but this is some kind of a bar. Naruto and Emilia looked at each other, nodding to each other before they began to walk toward the bar. Emilia stayed behind his back and decided to go along with his advice because her magic is too powerful. However, she is still gonna use it when it'll be real trouble. I'll knock on the door. You stay behind me, Naruto said as Emilia nodded before he walked toward the door and knocked on the door several times. He sensed two auras in the bars, so that means the thief girl wasn't alone. Hello. Is anyone in there? The door was opened for him, but he spotted a bulky figure with old age. His height is pretty big. The old man has white strands of hair lining his eyebrows and bald. He wore a sleeveless vest and possessed a crimson symbol across the side of his left head. To Naruto's surprised expression, he didn't know that the old man's height was taller than him. Judging his presence, he looked pretty strong and muscular and could hit anyone with one punch. Can you let us in? Naruto asked as the old man nodded without a word and let them get into the bar. When they entered the bar, they finally found a thief who stole insignia from Emilia. Her cloak is no longer with her and it revealed her appearance. She's a short girl with fair skin and medium-length golden hair with a black bow and red eyes. She wore a black top, red scarf, and black pants that are incomplete on the left side, where she also wears a red ribbon. She also wore a vest, gloves, brown shoes, and has a belt with a sheath of a combat knife. Ron! Why did you let them in? The girl yelled at the old man's name. There are customers, Felt. Ron called the girl's name. Felt clenched her teeth when she saw the silver-haired girl. You never quit, do you? I'm telling you, just give up already. And, you. she said as her gaze left Emilia for Naruto. I never thought you would help her to find me here. Look, kid. You stole something from her, so give her back. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Naruto said before he felt cold and saw the white sparkles above Emilia's head in the air. Then, the sparkles gathered into the ice crystal and were sharp. I have only one demand. Return my insignia. It's very important to me. Emilia demanded, posing her arm out for preparing to shoot. If she were just another magic user, I wouldn't back down, but this one's trouble. Ram said. What's with you, old man Ram? Admitting defeat before we even fight? Felt asked. That had Naruto surprised. This is what magic in the fantasy world looks like. It is pretty amazing she can use ice magic because not many ninjas could use ice jutsu in his world. Well, Haku can use ice and is the only person who can use it. Young lady, you're an elf, ain't ya? Ram asked as Naruto turned to him and heard him calling Emilia an elf. Not exactly. Emilia struggled to say that word in front of Naruto as she looked at him. Her face was worried, but she had no choice to reveal her secret. I'm a half-elf. Naruto noticed her face have a worried expression when she revealed she's a half-elf. Why is she afraid of that? That question would have to wait, and they're here to get Emilia's insignia back. Wait a minute, he noticed Felt has insignia and wasn't even worth anything. Then, Felt. Why did you steal insignia from her? It's just a badge and that item isn't worth it. He said. If he's correct about this, there could be possible reasons why she steals it from Emilia. Emilia had never thought to ask the question when the blonde asked. She wasn't sure, but this started to get the sound sense. Naruto, why did you ask that question? She asked. Because Naruto gasped as he grabbed her waist and pulled her toward him, unsheathing his kunai to deflect a looking carved blade from stabbing her back. That sneak attack almost killed her, but lucky for her that he's here with her. Emilia was shocked when he saved her life from the attack. She didn't feel anything or sense the enemy's mana. Fortunately, Naruto saved her life. Oh my, I missed my chance because of this handsome boy. But, I'm impressed you know I was coming and blocked my attack. The woman grinned as the door shut behind her. She has long black hair tied into one tail on the left side along with eyes that droop, giving her a gentle aura. She wears a black dress and wields curved black daggers from the northern lands. I knew you were coming here. Who are you? Naruto asked. I am Elsa Granhirt. For those two people, it is I who hired them to steal insignia and lead the half-elf here. The woman introduced herself as she looked at Emilia. Looking at her cold eyes stares at Emilia, she's going to kill her and everyone in here since they saw everything. Elsa is a dangerous assassin and seemed to aim for everyone's life. Felt and Ron have nothing to do with this, they didn't know she was going to kill Emilia. Emilia was prepared with her ice magic for Elsa, but she wasn't too sure if she could beat her. Without Puck's help, they wouldn't have beaten her because Puck is strong enough to face her. But, she saw Naruto walk in front of her, seeing his smile at her means he's going to protect her life from Elsa. I won't let you do that, Elsa. Naruto said, turning to see Emilia who had a worry on her face. Don't worry, Emilia. I'll protect you with my life. I won't allow my friends to die. Trust me. Naruto. Emilia said softly as she looked at his smile. Those words he just said. A brave hero is willing to protect half-elf with his life from me. Elsa said as she licked it with a tongue. That woman isn't human. Do not let your guard down. Kurama warned. Naruto nodded as he began to move on the fighting stance and saw Elsa charge at him. He blocked the blade of a dagger with his kunai, not letting her kill Emilia as he pushed her away from his battle. As Emilia is away, the shinobi grabbed Elsa's arm and threw her into the stairs. He then charged Elsa and began to jump into the air, preparing to finish her. Just before he almost stabbed it into her chest, the assassin rolled over her body to the right and evaded his attack. When she saw his kunai thrust on the floor, she went by slashing her dagger on his side of the stomach. Naruto rolled his eyes to the left and saw her aiming for his side of the body. He quickly took out shurikens and threw at her to make her dodge. She dodged it, but she started to climb on the wall like a spider and delivered a dive attack. Sadly for her, he is far from that. His eyes are still sharp and planned to dodge, but ice spikes stopped her for him. The shooter is revealed to be Emilia, who shot ice magic at Elsa. Thank you, Emilia. Nice cover. Naruto spoke in English accent as he continued to fight Elsa. Emilia aimed at Elsa and tried to shoot her, but she's afraid she will shoot at Naruto. They're moving too fast and hard for her to aim at Elsa unless she can use the trump card. No, Emilia can't do that because there's a chance she'll kill both of them. All she can do is to stop her attack. Naruto and Elsa clashed with their weapon as both of them jumped away from each other. Your fighting is amazing. You aren't bad for a human, Whisker, she said as she struck the Whisker Man with her dagger. Her blade aimed at his head, but he swung his left arm to block her attack. Naruto delivered a powerful open-handed strike on her stomach, causing her cough blood. The power of an open-handed strike pushed her with force and crashed into the counter. Give up, Elsa. You can't beat me, he said as he watched her get up from a counter. He went in his fighting stance, but he heard her giggle. You are an amazing fighter. It is wonderful. Wonderful, she said as she took out another dagger from her back of the waist. Then, she charged toward the blonde man with dual daggers. Do entertain me, please. Naruto dodged one of the short daggers and blocked the other one with his kunai, but he saw one dagger slice the table in half instantly. This dagger must be very sharp and can slice a tree into two. He stopped the sharp blade by grabbing her right arm. His kunai blocked the other dagger that was reaching for his side. At that moment, he saw the ice spikes fly toward Elsa as she dodged them by staying away from him. His eyes saw Emilia who shot the ice spikes for him to help him. Now, Naruto charged towards Elsa, deflecting her weapons when she attacked and kicked on her side of the body. Naruto had his chance to use his signature move. He crossed his fingers to create clones to assist him for his signature move. The clones kicked Elsa up into the air, each yelling, "Uzumaki," as they did. While she is airborne, Naruto himself jumped on the clones back up into the air and performed a spinning heel drop, sending her back towards the ground. Naruto Rindan, he yelled as he finished his signature move and landed on the ground. Delivering one final kick on her head, it should damage her brain and won't be able to get up. She's gone for good. The dagger dropped on the ground next to his foot after she got slammed into the ground. Is it over? Emilia wondered as she started to approach him, but she stopped when she saw his stop sign. By the way, she was shocked at Naruto's fighting skills and he can create clones. She saw they made a teamwork attack. Naruto stared at the destroyed hole where Elsa landed. His eyes are serious because he still sensed her aura. His signature move shouldn't have destroyed her brain and called it a game over, but somehow she survived from his teamwork attack. At that moment, he felt like Elsa was behind him. Behind you. Emilia warned him that Elsa was behind him. She raised her arms and shot ice spikes at the woman's face before killing Naruto from behind, but her blade blocked the ice spikes. However, Naruto's clone kicked Elsa on her side and forced her to stay away from real Naruto. The assassin forgot he still has clones with him. She wiped out her blood in her mouth and forehead after she got hit. Luckily, she ain't human or else she wouldn't have died. That whiskered boy isn't a human, and he's well trained, he's far stronger than her. There was no way she could beat him, but her speed can as she looked at Emilia with a death stare. Elsa began to chase her target and ditched Naruto behind, raising her sharp dagger at her. But suddenly, Naruto already appeared in front of her. That's impossible. He was left behind after she ditched him with her fast speed. She swore she almost killed Emilia, but he was right in front of her. Looking at his azure eyes, they're filled with danger and anger. The blonde ninja slashed right over her body with his kunai, but the dark blade cut his left cheek. His two clones delivered a kick at her face together. Naruto formed a Rasengan in his free hand as he jumped from the clone's back. He dove down and thrust his Rasengan into her gut where her wound is. Emilia watched as the ball of blue mana twisted the woman's gut. The light and wind came out from it. The three clones came in front of her and shielded her before a blast hit them. The whole house got destroyed from the blue explosive and blast. Emilia stopped shielding herself as she looked over the three clones to see what happened. Everything is destroyed. The whole house is destroyed. She saw Naruto's head from the bottom hole as she ran toward him to check if he's alright. Naruto? She asked as she turned to where he's looking and found Elsa's body there. She's dead. What is she? Naruto wondered. I think it was her divine protection which allows her to regenerate wounds. Naruto looked at Emilia who figured this woman had regeneration ability. That explains how she comes back and is still alive from his signature move. At least, she's dead because he used Rasengan to destroy her. The first battle is over. He turned around to look at Emilia, who was worried. She didn't have any injuries from the assassin's attack, so that's good. Are you okay, Emilia? I'm fine, but you're hurt. Emilia said as she looked at the cut on his left cheek from Elsa's dagger. Let me heal you. Naruto grabbed her hand from reaching the cut wound on his left cheek as he shook his head. I'm okay, Emilia. I have a healing factor. He smiled as his left cheek healed when he wiped the blood out. It's a very nice offer from Emilia's help, who wanted to heal his wound. She is a sweet girl. Okay, Naruto. Emilia said as she put her arm down and looked at his left cheek. It got healed after he wiped out the blood. She was surprised to see that. No humans have that healing ability with them because only demi-human or magic that can heal themselves. However, no need to ask him that. Naruto helped her to find insignia and he saved her life from Elsa. His words are true because he protected her with his life. Thank you for saving me. She said. You're welcome. Naruto said before he saw those people again. It's felt and wrong. They came back and brought a man with a white uniform. He's a tall and young man with flaming red hair and blue eyes. He wore some kind of royal guard uniform with white colors. Reinhard. Emilia called the man's name as Naruto looked at her. You know him? He asked. Yes, he's Sword Saint and a member of the royal guard. She answered. I found Felton wrong. They explained to me what happened, so they showed me here. Reinhard said as he looked at the messy house or destroyed house. But, it seems like someone took care of the problem here. Who was it? That'll be me. Naruto said as he noticed the red-haired man looked at him. There was a woman named Elsa and attempting to murder Emilia. She's dead, but just found out she's a vampire. Any clues why? I don't know, but she was the Bowel Hunter. It was derived from her unique killing style. You can say that she works for the assassin organization. Reinhard said as he looked at Emilia. Emilia-sama, are you hurt? I'm fine. I wanted to thank Naruto for saving me. She said as the blonde man smiled and waved his hand to greet. Seeing him do that, it made her giggle at him. Naruto, thank you for protecting Emilia-sama. By the way, I'm very impressed that you're unhurt because Elsa is a well-trained assassin. What country are you from? Reinhard asked. Naruto started to get nervous about his question because he's not from here. There was no way he can tell them that he's from another world because nobody believes his story. Well, I'm from a different country and it's a secret village, so I'm not allowed to tell you about my homeland in order to keep it safe. I see. He accepted, but he still had a feeling that he didn't tell them. Lady Emilia, what's your relation to him? Emilia didn't know how to say if Naruto is a friend to her or not. She just met him today, so pretty sure he's gonna say no after she revealed that she's a half-elf. We're friends. The half-elf was shocked when he said they were friends as she looked at him. Did you say we're friends? She asked. She hadn't many friends throughout her life because she's a half-elf. No one ever accepts her friend, but this blonde human said they're friends. Of course. I'd love for us to be friends to Bayo. Naruto said with a smile. But I'm a half-elf, are you sure? Emilia gasped as her hands were grabbed by Naruto's hands. You might be half-elf to everyone, but to me, you're a beautiful girl with a good heart and soul. You saved my life from Elsa and helped the child back in the market. I like people like you. Naruto smiled. The half-elf's eyes widened with shock when he told her that. He didn't seem to be afraid of her appearance. Thank you, Naruto. She said as her smile grew wider. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.